Hello and welcome, my name is Neil, so this is episode 111 of our Let's Play campaign of Factorio. Well, the last couple of episodes we've been quite focused on the inbound logistics, and this is the situation as it looks now. So the glaring parts are of course the red lines. Satellites, 0 satellites, well that's totally expected. I have stopped any satellite production, and what we'll be doing today is actually hopefully reactivating it if I can make a bit of circuit logic for it. Now the iron ore is red. Well, that's not a big deal actually, because I still have 500,000 iron plates. What this tells me is just it is not coming in faster than I can produce it. That's okay, not a problem. I know that my iron ore is lagging a bit behind the copper ore because the copper ore is crazy. 1.7 million. So I'm pretty good on copper for now. So anything else should be pretty good. Anything we have all we need for red, blue, green. Honestly enough, green is not completely peaked out, and that's actually, I think that's because that's all we can keep. However, now it's time for me to head up to the rocket launching area, because that's where we're going to spend the majority of our time today. I want to restart the rockets. However, I want 1 rocket per minute. That's it. I want it exact, because a lot of people are saying, yeah, 1 rocket per minute. But I want an exact rocket per minute. Not anything else, just 1 exact. Now, if we recall this little control center here I have, this location switches between satellites and ion cannons, like this. Quite easy. Yeah, you can hear me tapping hard in the keyboard. Sorry about that. It's the F key if you're close by. I think it might be part of the push button, or maybe it's just a default behavior. I can't remember. Basically what it says is I activate this one, but I'm gonna make it a bit different, because if we look here, now it sends a red signal of 1 ion cannon. If I disable it, it sends nothing. I of course wanted to send a signal of 1 satellite, otherwise it's gonna be, yeah, not working. So I'll just put 1 more here. I'll actually try to hide it for myself so I don't notice that it's there. There we go. This one will send 1 of these. And if I hook this up, then you will see here, now it looks perfect. It sends 1 of it. If I now press it, it'll send both. So this is easily remedied by actually sending a -1 on this. So now only an ion cannon, I click it, only a satellite, and that works. Now let's restart our satellite production. I will do that. This one is basically just saying, oh, hold on. These are being crafted. Great, perfect, nice. This one is only exporting as long as it's greater than 0. And the reason why it's greater than 0 is because down at our control center, this little location here, or that one actually, that's where I set the number of satellites I want to craft. And I hope it's 1, but anyway, I will disable this one, and soon this one will start working. I cannot remember how many. I think it's actually set to 1. Yeah, it is. Okay, so it'll craft 1, and that's it. But I think that's a good idea just to make sure that I craft 1. This one is not activated. Off. Yeah, it's when it's off, it actually works. Maybe I should, I don't know. It's hard to make a light that lights when that is 0. Wonder what the signal actually is on. Okay, I don't know. Can I do that? Actually, if I link up this one and say you will do that when ion cannon is equal to 0. Yeah, it works. I'll do the same over here. This one will, however, be satellites. Satellites. Equal to 0. Yep. Now I know they are both on. Now, if you cannot recall, because I cannot either, this one is supposed to control the number of silos that I have active, but I don't like it particularly because I want 2 silos active all the time. I just want to control it in a different manner. So I'm going to leave this empty, and I will try to work from here. Now, what I want to do, I want to say every time this pushes something in, or the other one, I want to keep track of it. Once that happens, right, let's think. Once that happens, I want to start a clock. When the clock hits 1 minute, 60 seconds, 360 ticks in the in-game ticks, once that happens, it will send a signal to the inserter to insert another one. I'll actually send it to both, but hopefully only one of them will be ready. I'll send it to one, insert, reset the counter, and start the timer again. That's what we're going to try to do. Now let's see how we're going to do it. I am going to end up with a green signal coming into this one. Green signal coming in. I'm going to read the hand content because that's what I'm going to draw out. So let's, I'm going to have to build a separate network because these are actually kind of congested. Well, hold on, what's the green circuit here doing? Green circuit is saying when the rocket silo is greater than 1. And that one will also activate. So as soon as I enable this one, this is currently off. As soon as I enable it, those two will just get it off. And I think that's great, but not this one. So I'm gonna remove this and remove this. Remove this and remove this. Those are the ones that transfer the green signal inbound. If we activate this, both will then work, but only one of them. I'll just make one. Is it working? Yeah, these are working. This one is not working. Ah, crap, it is working. Damn, they're too fast. Right, this is perfect. This exactly stopped at 99%. Awesome. Why are you launching? Did I insert something? I must have. Anyway, why? Stop that. Oh, that's because I do not have a circuit network. Yes, please. I will link you to a circuit network. Thank you. Now you will only work. Now, on the red line here, I wonder if I got a rocket out of it. Yeah, you're not gonna work here. You're not gonna work there. I'm gonna find out what the hell I'm doing. Right, now, I have on the red line, it's very important that I keep track of it. On the red line, I have one satellite, but I will also, because of the read content, I will also get the hand kit. When it inserts, I'll get a tick. However, let's build it separately. What? God damn it, stop doing that. I don't want to... Oh, okay, hold on. I need to stop the auto launch. There we go. There we go. Don't launch. Thank you. It's too fast. It's way too fast. Now I'm going to replicate this down here so we build it in a mock setup. I'm going to have two locations. This one corresponds to our requested chest. This corresponds to the rocket silo. Just so we are clear. I'm going to have it, for that reason, I decided that would be a good idea. Now, I will just create a little nice circuit. See, so far so good. I'm going to get, well, from here, I'm going to activate once the green signal is greater than 0, but I'll also read content. Okay. Let's also make some tester. This is a push button. This can trigger a signal so that we can get the whole thing started. Let's try it. Push, and that should send a signal here. Excellent. So that works. Let's build it like this so it's sustainable. So I press it and it goes back. Press it. I can't see anything, but I know it's activating here. So this one, if it works, it sends a signal. Now what I want to do is I want to store this. I want to take this one and say, all right, you're going to come in here into this when this is greater than 0. Provide 1. That remembers the value. Let's see if it works. Push. And this now remembers the value. That means we are now ready. This will be the trigger for the counter. Let's make a counter then. Counters start when this is greater than 0, and it will take the input in terms of t, because it's time. Then this one will just provide a constant 1t. It'll go in there, and I think I'll also go there. So what happens is this t is going in, and as long as that's greater than 0, it is. That's not exactly what I wanted, is it? No, I think it's actually, it's just like this, right? Right, that's a counter. That good? I'd like to actually count something else instead of this, but let's actually see if I can reset it. I'm gonna make another push button just to see if I can reset it easily. This is gonna be a reset button. Move that score, and that's gonna go in here, and that will be sending a signal of -1 of these, -1. So this one should be only passing on a 1. Unfortunately, it remembers it. Huh. That's unfortunate. I think we have to do it differently. I think this one has to be when this is greater than 0, then you will take the input in t's, and I think this is correct. Must be, right? Let's try it. Start it. Activating. Yes, it's now counting t's. And do I reset it? Yes, I reset it. Okay, so far it works in the sense that when I get a signal in, it will move it in, which corresponds. Okay, well, that's the one we accidentally launched. So we now get the answer that I didn't launch it without a rocket. I launched it with something reasonable. Now, onwards to this. Now we have a counter. Now I need the trigger signal. The trigger part that says, okay, if the t is greater than, we're going to do some tests. So let's just set it to 1000. 1000 ticks. What is that? Less than 2 minutes. Less than that even. Less than 20 seconds. Then I will output everything I got. Yes? No. I don't want to output 10 of those. I'll just output 1 of a red, basically saying, hey, stop what you're doing. The easiest part would just send a green one in. But if I send a green one in, then that will activate, but this one will not reset. So I actually need a separate one here that is in charge of resetting. And let's make it in this direction. We can see that they're all pointing in the same direction. They're now arrows. This one is not working. It's going to be hooked up like this. So now this one will send a red signal. The red signal is basically, hey, what happens to the red signal? You will pass on all the information you get, because you will also get this information. This information says green signal in order to activate this, and I also need to cancel this one. So I will be sending a signal of -10 maybe. This -10 goes up here, it goes into this one, and it guarantees this is reset. There, these are now connected, and I will need to hook this back up to that one. Do I like the fact that I use green for this? I think I have to, because the red one is already used for other stuff. I'm going to use the green. Come out here and you go back in. Let's see if it works. It should need an activation, and then it'll keep going. This one keeps running. It should go up to 1000. T is measured against 1000. Once that hits, it'll trigger this one. This one only has an input signal. Keep out. Come on. Yes, an output signal. It triggered. Ah, but it didn't reset. It did not reset. Look at it. It doesn't reset. This one is outputting. Outputting here. This goes in here. What's the input? Input is 2. Why is it 2? Why is it 2? When this one is output signal. This is strange, right? That -2 seems like a totally arbitrary number. Wonder why this input signal is 2. How the hell can that input signal be 2 when this output signal? What is this one saying? 2? How can that be 2? You're outputting 1. Why are you outputting 1? What's your input? Input is 1 red, -10k. I don't get why. Oh, it's set to 1. There we go. And then it stopped. Ah, that freaked me out. Just because it was set to 1. So in this case, all of this crap is not needed. It doesn't need to go this absurd. Maybe even that should be fine. We're going to restart it again. Nope, not connecting rolling stock. This counts to 1000. Once that's done, this one will send a red signal, and that one will trigger stop signal. Why is the input stopped? Stopped. That's again a problem. Ah, now I know what the problem is. The problem here is that this one is sending the signal that triggers this one. When this gets triggered, it will send a signal of +1 satellite, but that will drown against that satellite info. But that satellite info is needed to reset this one. It's because it just happens at the same tick. Wonder how that's going to be fixed. Because this, on one tick, this one sends -1, goes up here, and a green. The green says, oh, I move it, sends it back 1. Well, the -1 and the 1 goes in here. I guess that's what happened, and that's 0, so it stops. I need to be able to somehow make sure these do not drown out each other. How the hell do we do that? It seems really awkward. What does hold mean? The signal is sent continuously as long as the insert is holding the item. Wonder what that does. We're counting, waiting for 1000, and then see what happens. Input signal is -1. There we go. Whoops. Looks like it worked, right? Restart it. Gonna give it another go. So basically, because I do the hold, then it holds it for more than 1 tick. Makes sense. Makes sense because I need it for more than 1 tick. Great, it now works. Hurry up and take a blueprint of this. Not that reset, and guess not that activator. Go. Let's see if we can implement it up here. However, it will need to be slightly different. And the reason why it's slightly different is because it has to activate on 2 of them. But I'm gonna try it. Let's build it down here. Also that one, no. Because the input is gonna come from this. You will be yes. Okay, nothing is in. I do have the issue that I wanted actually. Now that's another problem. That is actually a big problem because I cannot auto launch I wonder if it auto launches without any content or it waits to auto launch. Let's try it. Right, it doesn't launch. Great, until it gets this. So at this point, the content of the hand will go down there, and the output of this will go, ah crap, it's not long enough, but I can go there. Yes, so I'm also getting that one green. Let's give it a shot. I'm gonna need some activation, and that's a bit of a shame that I need an activation for it. I am kind of having to do button to activate it. I don't like that particularly. I'd like it to be running all the time, but you're going to send one. So now this one activates. Let's see if it activates once it goes through. Oh, and that one needs to be hold. See it? This one is approaching 1000. See if it works. It puts it in. And then it starts counting again. And this one is where I'll count to 360. And in this case, it's if it's greater than 0. But it's always greater than 0, right? Satellite in orbit. You can recharge and build satellite uplink station. Really? Was that the first satellite I launched? Let's see. What are you doing? You're building? Yes. But I want to see that. What is this counting? This is counting to 2.4. This is moving up. And of course it's not going to be ready. Now it's preparing. The preparing this is way over, right? Going to send a signal. But it's only going to send a signal for one burst. Yeah, see, it doesn't work. It just ebbs out. That one flashes one tick. Nothing gets put in. Great, I think. But what if this one is greater than 0? Then I'm going to link it to this one as well. Here. And to that one. This one will also do read content. Hold mode. Great. So we should now have both operational. This one, I will set that to 2 because I want both operational. And I'll just start I'll take this one and just shove it in. And then I'll start this one. So it'll start counting. So this one is not inserting anything. That rocket score thing is kind of annoyingly placed. But anyway, it's okay. So this one, are you working? Well, you're trying. Okay, here we go. Scale up as fast as you can. What about you? You are ready to launch, but you're waiting for this one to tick away. So I want the... Let's reset here and just see how it goes. So the delay doesn't... What? Oh, that's ready now. It's too fast. 2.9. Come on. I need this one fast. Let's keep an eye on this one. I want this one to move. Come on, do it. Yes, it worked. Unfortunately, both launched. Crap. I should take care that they are not synchronized, because now I launched 2 at the same time. I know I shouldn't be complaining about launching 2 rockets at the same time, but it does provide this bit of a conundrum here. I'll set this one to 1, because now only this one will work. This one is stuck at 8%. This one will be going all the way up. As this one goes, the whoop thingy. Is this counting? Yeah, it is. It is. Great. Might not be able to reach it. And this one will now be 2. It is kind of fragile though. What is this one at? 3? 3.1. Oh, I want it to be ready. I want it to be ready. Crap, we didn't make it. And this one will... I really need it to run. You're running, yeah? This one is stuck. Until that one completes. Yes. Delay is 132. Average 44 seconds per rocket. Yeah, but that's not what I want. I don't want 144 per rocket. I want exactly 60. I'm gonna run it a few more times. This one is now waiting for this to count up. It's at 2. What are you doing? How far are you? Oh, you're too fast. That preparation thing is just way too fast. But it might work. Shit. It's gonna be at 3. Did it insert? Yes, it did. Great. Now I can go back to 3.6. It's counting. Good. Finally, I think I have a rhythm, because it's just important that they are not completely synchronized. If they're synchronized, it will not work. Now we're at 48. I need it to be at 60. That one's going. This one is ready. And I'm waiting for this one. Actually, maybe I should make display of the count here. Hey, that can't be true. T is greater than 0? Come on, do that. That's only the input. Did it work? Oh, it did. That launched. Great. That reset. Cool. I think it worked. T is greater than 0. So I want to see that what this is. Now that's 50 seconds. That sounds much better. This one is not updating all the time. Gonna let it run a bit more. Yes. Here, this one is just waiting for it to be activated. This one is just cranking away. Once it hits 3,600. No, that one's ready. I don't want it to catch up. I really, as far as I remember, it is not possible to launch every second or every minute with one rocket launching. There. Did that launch? It launched. Great. Now that one is standing idle. Cool. Looks like it's working. We now have a cycle of a launch per minute. Yes, thank you autosave for running that. Once that's launched, and as soon as it's done, 52. Yes, we now have much more stable. Now I'll round off by heading down to the overview, because I just want to see how our supplies are, because that's going to be where we put in the next effort on, hey, what screwed up because we are now burning faster than we can get. Let's have a look. Copper plates, not really a big deal. Coal, no. Stone, no, not expected. Steel is also constant. Iron plates maybe. I think I need maybe a bit more iron plates. The plastic is declining a bit, and that one of course is just, but the control units, they're down to 5 and the rocket fuel is down to 7. So they are definitely, there is some issue there. I'm gonna let it run for as long as I need, and well, next time we'll be looking more into bottlenecks and trying to fix those. Well, not trying, but of course we're going to do it. There's another one, 53 seconds now. It is approaching the exact 1 minute. So I want to be I'm gonna see how that works. All right, so we now have an exactly well-timed once a minute launch between the two rocket facilities. This is exactly what we want, and now we just need to look at the base to make sure that it is fully operational and can withstand this on a sustained period. I am expecting that it will run out of iron and plastic and the control units and other stuff, but that's what we're gonna fix now. Thank you very much for joining, and we are now at the stage where we're tuning, so hope you enjoy that, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, bye.